boy, man, tapping in live in effect, live and direct, you heard? And I want to holler at the homie Hari Q, HQ. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. But I'm at the point, okay, I've never been to Medelliin. I've been trolling the Passport Bros for years. I've watched so many dudes. I don't know if you're familiar with Peso Man. I used to be up there with Peso Man on the panels and stuff like that. And we used to laugh at a lot of the guys that was getting robbed and shit like that. I ain't never laughed at a nigga that died, though. You know what I mean? But every time I've saw the story come across social media and it was with in Spanish, I've seen those hateful comments. So, and then now with the mayor and him coming cracking down, and you know, with the quote unquote guys that's going to Parque Yeras, and I don't think you guys are really understanding. When I listen and read these comments, and when I see what's going on in Colombia, whether a guy gets robbed by gunpoint, whether he's getting scoped, whether, you know, he's dying, he gets killed, I've always seen Medelliin Colombian people make fun and celebrate and have evil feedback towards foreigners. So this thing where guys are trying to, this thing where they're going after the guys that's quote unquote going for prostitutes and stuff, that's just the headline. The reality of it is the true intentions of people in this Medelliin, Colombia, they don't like foreigners, they don't like tourists, regardless. And that's where I have to say, people, you guys that are over there are not realizing that. Y'all keep making excuses. I don't mean y'all, meaning you. I'm just saying, even the brothers that you're talking to on the panel. Oh, I love Colombia. I've been here. I put out positive energy. Get that bullshit out of here. It's so many guys that got drugged or got killed or something happened to them that was not in Parque Yeras. It's people that got people of all colors from America, Canada, Germany, everywhere that went out there and got robbed and scoped. And you know who some guys didn't even get scoped by women. You know, it's guys that got robbed and extorted by police and taxis at the airport. I mean, at the airport, coming out the airport. And Colombians were still saying, good for them. Oh, these gringos. So that's the part which you guys is not understanding. Y'all giving these people a pass. And granted, it's their country and you can't do nothing about it. But I need you to understand that this country does not like tourists and foreigners, period. It don't matter if you in Parque Yeras. It don't matter if you came to Colombia and you say, I put out positive energy. And I mean, all you is a walking target. You American, you might speak a little Spanish, you friend somebody, you got money, you go spend money with them, you tip them, they like you extra. That's all it is. I don't care how much you say you get immersed in the culture. Man, them people don't like no foreigner. I'm telling you. And I'm seeing this from afar. I've been watching this shit for years. I've never been over there to Medelliin, Colombia. So that's the part the guys gotta understand that. And let's be clear. When they target guys that's going over there paying for sex, but never, think about it like this. They say that the guys going over there paying for sex is sexual exploitation. But let's look at it factual. How many men in Colombia die, tourists from all over the world die every year from women getting drugged? How many tourists actually go kill women in Medelliin, Colombia? The numbers is not even comparable. But yet, the mayor is saying that the guys are sexually exploiting them. The mayor didn't end prostitution, right? When that come up, even that lady you did a video about, somebody was in the comments, they need to end prostitution. And they will say, that's not the answer. So, they say sexual exploitation, right? Tourists are paying for prostitutes. But they don't want to end prostitution. Because if they end prostitution and tourists are not paying for prostitutes, who are going to be paying for those same prostitutes? The locals. So the reality of it is they want the locals to pay for prostitutes and they don't want the foreigners to pay for prostitutes because they don't like foreigners in general. Whether you paying for it or not, whether you get with a regular girl or not, if you are a man tourist in Colombia, they do not like you, period. If you go get robbed at a pizza shop and you get killed, good for this gringo. I've read all the comments. And that's where I just want to, they can do what they want with their country. I have no say so. But I need guys to really recognize, like, this is propaganda. It's propaganda. The sex tourists or guys that's going to pay for box are being you the true intentions of how they feel about foreigners are directed at them, but they really directed it. They really have a direction for all of y'all. Because let's look at this for example, my guy. Let's look at Sosua. When Sosua wanted to clean up the image, they never went after tourists. They never stopped tourists in the airport. What did they do? They checked the women. They locked them up. They arrested them. And they cleaned the streets up. Yeah, guys can still go pay for sex and Sosua, but the bitches is not standing on the corner twerking by the dozens. They cleaned the streets up. But Medelliin, Colombia, they don't want to clean the streets up. They just want to go after tourists. Tourists is the problem, not the women that's actually doing it, and drugging people and killing people. But that's a whole nother story. So that's my 1-2 on that, player.